The MushroomPro mobile processing unit we believe is the next revolution in mushroom harvesting. One of the greatest costs in the mushroom industry today is labour. In Southern Ireland, the minimum wage is €8.65 for an experienced worker. This may vary from council to council. There are also numerous hidden costs in wages. The actual cost may be a composite of many other costs. Assuming an employee works a 40-hour week, the employer PRSI is 41 cents per hour. Holiday pay works out at €1.09, allowing 29 days holiday per year. There are training costs, and we have assumed equipment costs at 11 cents per hour. The liability insurance would also be worked out at 46 cents per hour. That would give us a minimum wage of €10.72 per hour, and that would exclude training costs and overtime. Assuming an average picker will produce 25 kilos per hour, that is 55 pounds, or 1 tonne per week, the cost per kilo gross would be 43 cents. If, however, we use the MushroomPro, we would expect a picker to double their pick rate within a day and quadruple their pick rate within a few weeks after training. With an average picker and using the MushroomPro, we would expect a worker to trim, sort and pack 75 kilos per hour. That is 3 tonne per week. By doing this, we could have a reduction of 2 workers, which would be equivalent to €857 per week, or €44,500 per year. However, with a good picker, we would expect 100 kilos per hour, which is 4 tonne per week. That would save 3 workers, which would generate savings of €1,286 per week, or €66,892 per year. However, this reduction in staff does come with other problems. Staff may be unwilling to work the machines, they may actually damage the machines, they may refuse to sort out minor problems, they may maintain low picking rates on the machines. Good pickers may come under pressure to reduce their picking rates from other members of staff. It could even result in a strike or a go slow. In order to counteract this, management needs to assess the maximum output of a machine, know their exact costs, know the exact picking rates of all their staff, provide imaginative incentive package to good workers, be firm in their response to implementation, bring the staff along with them by explaining the benefits, committing to follow through on implementation, training staff in how to use the machines correctly, and also explaining the business results of having excessive costs. The main advantage of a MushroomPro is increased picking speeds because we're using both hands instead of one. We have improved sorting ability. Our machine trimming of the stalks will add approximately 10% to the weight. We have less handling of mushrooms, which increases quality. We have improved weighing accuracy, enhanced operator comfort. We have the facility to implement better picking strategies using grazing techniques, better disease control by eliminating third flush picking, overall reductions in costs. We will have no need for expensive lifts on Dutch shelving, and we can use variable punnet sizes. The modern mushroom house has level floors and Dutch shelving. In one house we would expect 12 pickers, 2 runners or washers and 1 additional member of staff. The costs of this would be €334,000. However, using a MushroomPro we would expect 4 machines and 6 members of staff. Those 6 members of staff would cost approximately €134,000. We would envisage that all 6 individuals would be pickers and would continuously be rotated in tasks. Also, that each individual would be paid as part of a team rather than individually. With 4 machines in operation and with 1 shift, we would envisage the savings to be around €200,000 per annum. That would give a payback or a return of investment of the machines of 1.25 years. However, with 4 machines but running 2 shifts, we would envisage the savings to be in the range of €400,000 per annum, which would give the 4 machines a return of investment of 0.7 years. Using the MushroomPro's unique stock trimming technology, we would expect a 10% increase in weight. Assuming a picker picking 75 kilos an hour, that savings would equate to 300 kilograms extra, which would give us €720 per week. That would be €37,000 per annum. But however, working on 2 shifts, we would expect the savings to be around €1,400 per week, or €75,000 per annum. With a picker who would pick 100 kilos an hour, the savings per week would be €960, or around €50,000 per annum. But working 2 shifts, our savings would be nearly €2,000 per week, which is around €100,000 per annum. We are assuming that the mushrooms are sold at €2.40 per kilo. How this is achieved is by eliminating short cutting of stalks and stalks being cut at an angle. We can also improve the presentation and the weight of the mushrooms. This unique stalk trimming technology would actually pay for each machine, even if increases in picking rates are totally neglected. There are other advantages. We believe you would have a better ability to implement picking strategies using grazing techniques. We know that a mushroom grows by 0.5 millimetre per hour, and that 800 pounds of mushrooms are produced from a tonne of phase 3 compost. We know that picking 50 millimetre mushrooms is a lot easier than 30 millimetre mushrooms, and they have a greater weight. We also know at the end of the day, pickers pick smaller mushrooms in order to ensure that mushrooms grow correctly while not being attended. Savings can be achieved by reducing the picking cycle by approximately 10 to 14 days. A typical mushroom cycle is approximately 56 days. First flush would be 7 days, second flush 7 days, third flush 14 days. 1 day of cleaning, 1 day of filling, 13 days of airing, and 13 days to grow. That is 56 days. If, however, we can harvest the mushrooms without a third flush by continuously picking over 2 or 3 shifts, we can reduce the cycle by approximately 14 days, allowing approximately 1.5 extra crops per house. We do know that the cost of your compost has to be taken into effect, but we would expect better quality, better quantity, less cost, less handling, and more revenue. If you would require more information, including updates, sample videos, technical specifications, investment advice, and contact details, visit www.mushroompro.co.uk. The Mushroom Pro is the next revolution in mushroom harvesting.